Hello, and welcome to my second time recording this. I recorded a whole 20-minute Mario Galaxy movie review, and my mic wasn't recording. Fun, fun. Um, so here we go, off the dome once again. Hello, welcome to my review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This is a bit different from my last video. But it's not super different because we got Legos. Um, yeah, I just made these random customs just to at least have some relevance, and just want to have like Batman in your face or something. Anyway, off topic. This will be a spoiler review, so if you have not seen the movie, please click off. Do not watch this video because um I'm gonna spoil everything, okay? And it's a good movie. I like spoiler alert, I guess, but yeah, I think it's a good movie. I'm not like everybody else on the internet right now. Uh, so I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to click off because of spoilers. Three, two, one. Okay, cool. Everybody who doesn't want to be spoiled should be off the video now. So, welcome to the Super Mario Galaxy movie review. Um, I don't even know where to start this because I know I just recorded this, but I don't have a script. I don't script my videos. But uh, I thought it was good. I thought it was a great movie. I left the number rating for the end last time, so I guess I should do it this time as well. But I see everyone online saying it's not a very good movie. I guess we'll just get into those issues. Everybody's saying there's a very fast-paced movie, and maybe it's a good thing I'm recording this the second time. I was repeating myself a lot the first time. I'll try my best to not repeat myself this time. But basically, I've seen this movie once. I've only seen it once in the theater the day it released, April 1st. So this review could all be purely recency bias. Keep that in mind. As you watch, because I'm gonna try to not repeat it again. I apologize in advance if I do. Um, so with recency bias in mind, I really didn't see a pacing issue. Everybody's saying there's a very fast-paced movie, and it doesn't have time to let you breathe. And I mean, with hindsight, I can kind of see it, I guess. But me personally watching it, I didn't feel that. I actually felt this movie was better paced than the first one. When I watched the first one, that one felt very fast paced. This one really did not. Um, and another complaint I'm seeing is there's too little Rosalina. Rosalina is not used enough, and I honestly she ended up being used more in this movie than I thought she was going to be. The movie opens up with her being kidnapped, and for as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, okay. Well, everybody's saying she's barely in this movie, so I guess this is what they mean by that. Uh, she's barely in this movie. And then we get multiple scenes of her in captivity after that, and she's still very relevant to the plot. I actually did not feel a lack of Rosalina in this movie at all, personally. Um, let's see, what else is there? I think those are the two main complaints I'm seeing. So I'll just get into some of my own personal loves. Uh, Perspective. I am not a Star Fox fan. I've played the first two games and I barely remember them. Played them a while ago. Uh, Star Fox. Sorry. His name is Fox McCloud. His name is not actually Star Fox. Fox McCloud was one of my favorite parts of this movie. Glenn Powell did absolutely amazing. Uh, Fox, just every scene he was in completely stole the show for me. Uh, and I was not expecting that. I like playing Fox and Smash. I remember enjoying the first two games. Uh, but don't remember a whole lot about them specifically. But Oh yeah, I was still expecting to like Fox in this movie. Uh, but wow, I was not expecting him to be one of my actual favorite parts. Like that genuinely shocked me. Um, what else? Oh, Yoshi, dude, I didn't even talk about Yoshi the first time I recorded this. Donald Glover did absolutely amazing. Like genuinely, if they had waited to to announce that he was playing Yoshi in like the credits or something, like they didn't announce it till like after the movie was already out, I would have never guessed it was him, dude. He did it literally perfect. And I think it was one of the smartest business decisions to give us him voicing Yoshi first and having everyone online talking about how great the Yoshi voice is, and then they revealed it was Donald Glover, because people were gonna start hating if they. I mean, people still, I'm pretty sure, already did start hating because it's the internet, but like if they had announced it was Donald Glover first, like there would have been so many more people going, really? How is he gonna do a good Yoshi? And yeah, probably have a lot of people passing on the movie because of that reason, because people on the internet confuse me. Um, but yeah, Donald Glover did perfectly, which, you know, he really only says Yoshi, so someone could argue, well, he didn't really have to try that hard, but still, I thought he did perfectly. Yoshi was an amazing part of this movie. He had me cracking up in this movie, dude. Um, okay, to go back to the pacing issue, there was actually two two little things that I want to talk about with that. Because number one is like my real only negative I had walking out of the theater. Like I genuinely disliked this, and that was how they treated Bowser in this movie. Bowser goes through this movie having this like kind of getting more friendly with Mario. Like maybe I don't hate you after all. Uh, and then even to the point where in the first little like space dogfight after Bowser joins Bowser Jr., he's like, "Well, wait, I don't wanna kill Mario or anything." Uh, and then immediately afterwards, he just switches up and starts hating Mario again for really no reason outside of just his son wanted him to, which on the like I see where they what they were trying to do with it. Like he had to choose between Mario or his son and he chose his son or whatever, but like I feel like it was handled kind of poorly. Like they could have at least had him show like a little restraint in the final battle with Mario. Um but ultimately he still fights Mario because it's what his son wants and he's putting his son. But like they just had him completely switch up and go fully evil and just like, oh no, we're never friends. No, yeah, no good in me. I actually hate you again, Mario. So that was very odd. And the other thing was there was zero reason for anyone to become babies in this movie. um, Mario and Luigi becoming babies was kind of feels like they only put that in there for the Yoshi's Island reference. That one's not really a complaint though, because you could say that about a lot of this movie. At the end of the day, it is fan service, and I am one of the people who actually likes fan service because I think I Do Know Nothing said something along the lines of, "I'm a fan, so service me." Um, I Do Know Nothing is a very funny YouTuber, by the way. If you wanted to check him out. But yeah, I fully agree with that. I'm a fan. Like I'm more of a Sonic guy over a Mario guy, but I'm still a Mario fan. So like, fan service, it targets me, and I like that. So give it to me, please. And they definitely delivered. The final. Well, okay. Before we get to all the things in the finale, if you've seen the movie, then you know that was a crazy finale. Uh, Pikmin. I was not expecting Pikmin. Dude, I bet Arlo's freaking out over that. But yeah, Pikmin had a cameo in this movie and they like actually made the sounds. It was great. I actually am a fan of Pikmin. I flippin' love Pikmin, dude. So, that was great. I was like very, very excited when they showed up. Let's talk about that finale though, and the post-credit scenes. This is the part where we get into real heavy spoilers for anyone who's still sticking around, who is on the fence about watching. Maybe you didn't care too much for the spoilers beforehand. This is the part where we get into the stuff you really don't want to know. So this is your last chance to click off before you get some of the most serious parts of the movie spoiled. Try Bowser was not in the bingo card at all. As soon as Bowser fell in the lava, I was like, okay, there's our post-credit scene. There goes any hope for Wario or Daisy or anything like that. And then they lingered on the shot. I was like, no way. They're not doing it here, right? And then they did it here. He crawled out as Dry Bowser. It was so sick, dude. Oh, and then flipping Luigi getting the paintbrush. I was thinking, oh, this is where we get our Shadow Mario, maybe new forms for Luigi or Yoshi. He starts drawing on the ground, and Mr. Game & Watch pops up and hits the 9 on Bowser. I mean, okay, the 9 wasn't there, but I mean, it's a hammer, and Bowser got hit pretty hard, so yeah, it was close enough. He got a 9. Um, it was so good. And easily my favorite. It's kind of a cameo, but at the same time it was also like a little more than a cameo. But my favorite addition to this movie, of just like the little things, was the Lord of Lightning himself coming out of the paint. As soon as he spread the paint on the ground and the little like fin like thing came up, I was thinking, I'm a Zelda nerd, so I was thinking Muktarok from Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. But I was not expecting the Lord of Lightning, and then his theme from the game came on, dude. I haven't felt that hyped in a finale since Sonic 3. And I think I already mentioned it once, but I'm a huge Sonic fan, so that's saying a lot. Oh, well, it's a canon event at this point. My earbud just fell out. Uh, that happened during the first recording session too. So it's a canon event, dude. This movie was great overall, and like let's talk about this post-credit scene. The first one setting up a possible Star Fox movie. Please, Nintendo. I know I'm a very small channel. There's a very low likelihood anyone at Nintendo sees this, but please, if you see this, please make a Star Fox movie, dude. Please, Illumination, Nintendo, please get Glenn Powell. I know he wants to do it. Make a Star Fox movie. I'm not a Star Fox fan, as I think I've said for like 3 times. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. But he was so good in this movie that I would literally play the Star Fox games if you announced that. If you announced which I'm probably still gonna do it even if they don't announce it, but if they announced a Star Fox movie, I would play every single game I possibly can, back to back, like just in preparation, because Glenn Powell did so good. He was one of my favorite parts of the movie. And then, of course, the funny little Luma torturing Dry Bowser and Bowser and whatnot. Let's get to, in my opinion, the more interesting one. We open up at the Gateway Galaxy. Ukiki's still robbing people. Which, let's talk about Wart in a second. I kind of forgot to mention him, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then, as soon as they opened up with that, I was like, well, darn. Are they just not gonna tease a new character for the next movie? Like, what? But then, Daisy pops out. As soon as I saw the glove, I knew, and I turned to one of my friends next to me who absolutely loves Daisy, and they were freaking out. It was great. It was great. Uh, which, little mini theory. I personally hope that the Mario and Bowser kind of friendship dynamic was not for nothing, and that they bring it back up in the third movie, because I'm hoping, because of Daisy, maybe in the next movie we'll get Tatonga as a villain, maybe, possibly, and then Bowser and Mario will have to team up against him. Ho- Hopefully, that'd be pretty cool, and it would, you know, you could not waste the dynamic. Whoops. You could not waste the friendship dynamic they kind of built up in this movie. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, all right, final thought before I get to the overall rating and closing out. Uh, the side characters. Wart. I heard one person say that Wart was underused in this movie. Um, in terms of like they showed him saying, "Oh, get Bowser on the line," and then in their words, they never showed him again, which technically true, technically untrue. They showed him like FaceTiming Bowser after that, but he didn't have any lines. He just appeared on screen. Um, but I can kind of see that, but at the same time, uh, sorry if there was any noise there. I just accidentally dropped the mic. Um, Wart was a side character, and I knew going in. I mean, he had the one scene, and I think they used him very perfectly in the one scene. Um, Honey Queen, on the other hand, was a very interesting inclusion in this movie. Uh, I'm like pretty sure she was only really included for fan service and to have an excuse for Bowser to join up with Bowser Jr. But it's just interesting how they kind of like at least drummed up a little hype for her. They were like, oh, that we got I think her name is Issa Rae. I apologize if that's wrong. I'm not familiar with these actors and actresses, but I believe her name is Issa Rae. They were like, in the Nintendo Direct, they were like, oh, she wasn't in this trailer, but Honey Queen's gonna be in the movie, and she's gonna be voiced by Issa Rae, and I was like, huh, interesting. Wonder why she wasn't in the trailer, and it's because she had probably like 30 seconds of screen time, maybe a minute, which is fine. It's clearly for fan service, and like I said, I'm all for fan service, especially in a movie like this, where it's pretty much a fan service movie. But it's just odd that they kind of drummed up a little bit of hype for her role to be that small. But overall, closing thoughts. As just a movie, this is a 6 out of 10. And that's not like a bad thing. I just think, it's a silly, goofy, fun movie. And I know a lot of people, they prefer movies with a little more story, not just like random, silly, goofy fun. Which, if you prefer that, totally fine. Your opinion's valid. But I like silly, goofy, fun movies, and this was a silly, goofy, fun movie. Um, so just as a movie, 6 out of 10. As a Mario movie and a Nintendo movie, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Better than the first one, in my opinion. And I liked the first one. It took me like 2 watches to really like the first one, but I liked the first one. Uh, this one I absolutely loved. I mean, way better than the first one, by far. And I haven't seen it, but I might watch it, and let me know if you want me to drop a review on the channel if I do watch it. The original live action Mario Brothers movie. I've never watched it, but I'm assuming it's better than that too. I have a friend who has watched it and has told me that it is bad. Let me know if I should watch it and drop a review on the channel. We already have the Mario and Luigi customs here. And I could rewatch the first movie and drop a review if you guys want. We could go in reverse order, reviewing all the movies. If you would like, of course. Um, but yeah, as a Mario movie, 10 out of 10, and just a general like movie sense, probably like a 6. Um, it was good. I liked it. I don't think it was really bad like a lot of people say. But that's me. That's my thoughts. If you would like to, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the movie. And maybe if you want me to review the other two Mario movies. Um, maybe we can even branch out. I could try to make like a Pokemon custom, and I could review the Detective Pikachu movie. I haven't rewatched that in a while, and I liked it when I first watched it. So let me know. Let me know what you want if you want to, of course. Um, I'm not one of those YouTubers who'll tell you to like and subscribe. Nothing against them, of course. I don't want to sound like I'm dissing any YouTubers, because like every YouTuber says like and subscribe, I'd be dissing like the whole platform. That's just not me personally. Like, because I watch a lot of YouTubers' videos like once and then I like never see their channel again. So if this is one of those videos for me, if you're just looking up Mario Galaxy reviews and this one caught your eye and this is the only video you're ever gonna see from me, what's the point in liking and subscribing, you know? So if you would like to, you could subscribe. What's not optional though is you go out there and have a good day. You know, you go have a good day. You know, you look nice today. Uh, you're loved. But yeah, that's me. Always remember, Jesus loves you, and hopefully I was recording this time.